What's up? What's up? What's up? Dude, Redfin is going crazy, man. Redfin is going crazy. What's up? What's up? Dude, Redfin is going crazy, man. Redfin is going crazy. Okay. Zamari's out of school, I think. Nico on. Rank is Nico. He's playing with Higgler's on. Ping. On Oregon. No bueno. No buena. No buena. No buena. Oh my god, we're over here. Good morning. Good morning. What is up? Good morning. What is up? Go this, huh? Go this, huh? I should do more like aim labs and shit and like throwbacks. Is my stream lagging, guys? I'll tell you what, my game is lagging. I don't know.
I'm out of light ammo.
I'm out of light ammo. What? What? What?
I'm out of sniper ammo.
What? Feels like my stream's laggy. Prime.
Check your.
We go 3. Go 3, Diggs. Storm point.
Today smells like victory. I love pretending to smell. Sniff, sniff.
When you're a master of black holes, relativity becomes relative.
Follow me if you want to win. This is your champion.
Any of you lads up for a campfire sing-song after?
I'm the jump master. No pressure, me.
Stay close. I'm the jump master.
We do this for science.
The next ring is quite far.
The next ring's quite a trek.
We should go this way.
What's
I shouldn't have jumped down right there. I shouldn't have jumped down right there. I should have just fucking, Gosh, you guys are so lucky that the magazine sizes, bro. I should have switched my gun.
That's awesome. All your fault.
This is more than a battlefield to me.
The Apex Games. Come for revenge, stay for the beautiful women.
I was born ready, so I don't know what not ready is.
This is your champion.
Puzzle Man. Puzzle Man. Puzzle Man champ. Okay. Really wish my
Maybe
buds
next
were
time
here.
we should try a different path.
I love this part!
Okay.
Cruise over here.
Can't make my mind up. Where we going?
Prey in sight. Adjust your scopes. They're far.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown. Materials, check.
Material, check. Checky, check. I just want
Rings nearby. 45 seconds until it closes.
a wingman or like a P-2020.
Extended energy back here. Level 2.
First kill. On the bright side, it wasn't us.
Des armes. De monnaie. D'argent.
Ring closing in 10 and it's just a shot away.
In progress. We're outside the ring. Move, unless you want to. Thanks a bunch.
Materials here. Pick up your feet. Let's go here.
Camps placed. Anyone passes through here, you know.
The tracks are fresh. Someone's been here. Launching to a new angle.
Kill leader avoided.
Please kill leader. I'm not sure they don't sneak up on us. Materials.
Had some prey. Prey's been hit. Care package coming down. Replenish the stores.
How the fuck did they get up there? Oh, they both can fly. I gotta do all this fucking monkey shit. It's all about the monkey. It's all about the funky
Echo's got an angle.
monkey.
Moving there.
It's all about that funky monkey.
Getting shot at. I cracked the target shield. Healing up.
Grenade coming in. Reloading.
Grenade. Stop over here. We're down. We're closing my crosshairs.
Just the two of us now.
Reloading. Down the mark. I cracked the target.
No, I thought he was low.
Recharging my shield.
Thought he was low.
Shattered the phase shield. Reloading. Recharging shield.
Enemy right here. Enemy right here.
I'm mad at myself. I should have used my real one.
Fire. Firing. Shattered the phase shield. Reloading.
Good try, good try. Was that shit? %. Taking forever. Yo. What's good?
Breaking bones and breaking hearts. 5 decades running.
I have your attention.
Let's have fun,
I
friend.
will not waste it.
This is your champion.
This is awesome. I'm the jump
What you doing
master.
tonight?
Strength was a little laggy. What's up, guys? What's up?
What up, G? What's up, Fry Man? Fry
What's up?
Hold your breath.
Man. Oh, he's horny. He's ready to drop.
Horny!
Let's do it. Let's just solo one person. I'll stick him with my cluster fucks.
I just like this drop. I don't know.
Crack an enemy shield. Reloading. And it's frag Thorin. Here comes the old knuckle
He fucking shield swapped. What the fuck? running out.
Is that a new team? Yeah,
Yep, there's 3 teams. Behind you with a shoddy. GG. You're getting 2v2'd. Behind you. I'll mark him, he's right here.
Enemy here. Joker here. On B. Enemy here. Joker right here.
No!
Good try.
Hey, send invite. Get the invite on that guy.
So hit the invite. He'll probably invite me.
Try as you might, you can't kill a what, son? Try as you might, you can't kill a what, son?
Make sure your bullets hit them. I'll make sure theirs don't hit you.
After what I've seen, nothing down there scares me.
Let's break some circuits.
Introducing your champion.
I'm the jump master. Don't look so shocked.
What's up, guys?
What's up, bud?
Can't beat the view from up here. Let's go here.
I don't know. We might have jumped late. Alright.
Don't worry about it.
It's raining enemies. One landed near me.
Shattered an enemy shield. I'm down. First blood already. That's what happens when you're still in this.
No gun in that big ass room. So annoying.
Down.
Got quite the trip to the ring.
Annoying. Easy slays? Who is that? Bosco's on. I think Bosco's like Diamond 2. Fuck. Ugh, annoying. Fuck. That's so loud. So fucking loud. Yo! What's really good? Nothing really. I'm fucking chilling. I'm chilling. I am chilling. I made like 4 videos this morning. I also applied for a gig. I don't know why, but I did. I applied for a job. So, I don't know. Getting shit done, I guess. I guess you could call it. Okay, okay. That Sentinel looks crazy. They got some drip in the store? No. What is the final gun? Oh yeah, triple take. That one's kinda tight, I ain't gonna lie. That's trash. Okay, where are my homies at? Nico a damn diamond.
So it was just an all-day struggle.
Yeah, bro, and like I finished all my shit on time.
No matter what, we get each other home.
Let's make some new friends and then destroy them.
Together, we will slaughter our enemies.
Introducing your champion.
What's up, guys? What's up? Let's get it. What the fuck?
With the jets, we're dropping hot. Let's reposition here.
Attention. First blood. First blood. The battle begins.
Got a hopper here.
Round
Kinetic
one.
feeder.
Beginning new countdown.
We are inside the ring. Good face.
Good face.
I have materials for us.
Caution. Opening explosive.
Bolt SMG here.
If you choose.
Material. Check. Shotgun bolt here. Level 2. Both increased rate of fire.
Using
I
grapple.
can use that.
Got sniper ammo here. Wingman here.
I found a wing now.
Triple take.
I need it. Here I go.
This is in here.
Warning. In progress.
Great. Already inside the ring.
Standard stock here. Level 3.
New kill leader appointed.
New kill leader. Laser sight here. Level 2.
You know what? I don't be finding any heals. Which is super weird. I don't know. I'll look up. I'll be like, damn, I got no heals.
I got some materials for us. Yay!
Care package on high. I will not be long. I have an extended sniper mag here. Level 4.
I can use that.
Mid-range. Always better than iron sights.
I didn't see this thing now. Wingman with the laser sight?
Standard stock here. Level 3.
Survey beacon here.
Zipline.
They want to play a little bit conservative. That's fine, I guess.
Team, I found the next ring location for us. Check your maps. Zipline deployed.
Zipline deployed.
Might be something good this way.
The rowdy rough boys.
Let's go this way.
Gotta help up here. Skull piercer.
Target spotted.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
I am in need of sniper ammo.
Scanning the area.
Fire, friends.
Standard stock here.
Hostile spotted.
More sniper ammo.
Hostile over. There was a battle here.
New kill leader appointed.
Might be something good this way.
New kill leader. They're getting cocky, they're getting sloppy.
Let's go this way.
What type of fire is there to benefit?
Spotted. Double timing it.
Grenade sent.
Shield. Reloading.
Giving him the chimney. Give him my shield to beat.
Let's be in sight. Calling upon nature's strength.
Round 2. Beginning countdown.
Dude, what? What? Bro, who was shooting me? This guy? This guy was shooting me? That guy was shooting me, bro? Really? Apex about to get turned off. BRB. What's up? What's up? What up? What up? What up? Hmm? So when I opened it, he was just sitting there. What are you doing? Doing laundry?
Grayson. What are you doing? I bought diapers and I accidentally had them delivered to my house.
I think, I don't know if she gave you the diaper bag, but she said she thinks there's some diapers in there. You happy today?
Come on, Grayson. Wanna go play?
Go hang out with Grandma.
Go play with your toys?
Big hug, okay? Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We're gonna play some CSGO. We're gonna play something different. I don't know why 400 megabytes is taking this long to fucking download either. Shit's gonna piss me off.
Okay, let me slow down because I just had one of my rush moments. Yeah, he's behind this rock. I hit him for
Give me stop. I'm pushing that.
Me too. Same thing.
I'm craving. 140 on.
I hit somebody for flesh. Was that the bloodhound? Somebody's sitting around here, man. I don't know where they went. Anyway.
Where'd it go? Oh, there's a guy right here.
I don't got no smoke neither.
He's low, he's low, he's low, he's low. You got a heat shield, heat shield, heat shield? Give me a shot.
They gon' camp us hard too.
You got a drum?
Come on, I need my smoke. Come on, smoke.
Where are they? I want a Kraber one. On top 10. ran, he ran. Oh my god, he's so lucky that. Good try, Rebus. You were fucked. What the fuck was it? Paused? Damn, I played 44 hours of Elden Ring? I'm surprised. What's going on? Forgot you gotta leave that browser window open. Reaper fragging 2K? We're about to drop a 2K? Get that 2K. Okay.
Okay, team, it's time to get down and dirty. So this was released yesterday on the PlayStation blog. I'm assuming that this is Sid Schumann. No, it's Tim Turi. An interview with From Software's Hidetaka Miyazaki. I have been honored to have interviewed Miyazaki once in my lifetime. Very honored. Really cool. Really cool times. But let's see what he has to say. The Souls creator discusses open world design, accessibility, It Takes Two, and more. About 13 years ago, Demon's Souls launched on PlayStation 3. Intriguing, challenging, and captivating players, directed by From Software's Hidetaka Miyazaki, the action RPG specialized in deliberate combat, unpredictable environments, and mysterious storytelling. From Software has continued to evolve its formula from Dark Souls to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, inspiring throngs of fellow game makers in the process. This is actually, for those of you that are not aware, like, look, Demon's Souls is one of the reasons why I bought the PlayStation 3. But on top of it, Demon's Souls and then Dark Souls after it, they came at a point in which a majority of video games in the industry at least from my experience, had almost no challenge whatsoever. Like, the requirement for you to beat games back in those days were like, can you press the X button? Yes? Okay. You can win the video game. You can win the video game. And so, the fact that it came around that time and it changed the industry for the better because a lot more people started creating more challenging experiences, it was just friggin' awesome. It was just friggin' awesome. Were you Globku's cameraman? Yeah, sure. Hidetaka Miyazaki from Software's latest creation, Elden Ring, innovates on the core Souls formula in exciting ways. The forlorn open world of the Lands Between, isn't it like Lands Betwixt? No, Lands Betwixt is Dark Souls 2. I'm just like, ugh. Invites players to explore in any direction. A summonable mount and characteristic view. As to what was particular text. Thank you. Overall, we saw some relatively good reactions from the network test, which is nice. I tend to look at the raw user reactions. That can be a little scary. I typically get filtered feedback that comes down through the various sources on the team, both on our side and the publisher side, so I get to look from a more holistic view. As to what was particularly valuable, we mostly found things that we tend to take for granted as game developers and might consider obvious. Stuff that the users found difficult to figure out or didn't gel with them immediately were helpful pieces of feedback, for instance. Regarding the new summon pool mechanic, users can place their sign and have them collected into a group of available players to summon. Things like this weren't immediately apparent to players, so this sort of feedback was beneficial in fine-tuning these features. Not only that, one of the things that was not intuitive is that, I don't know why, but it seems that most players, myself included, because I talked with a lot of players that were playing the closed beta, right? And most of us, we assumed when we go near a summoning pool that it would activate. We didn't think that we would have to individually activate each and every summoning pool. Otherwise, they don't work. I don't know if that's going to be the case in the final game, but that was definitely one of the things that was kind of weird. And then I tested with Peeve, like, how it would work if, say, I was registered to a certain summoning pool and he was trying to summon me all the way across on the other side of the map, which, if I remember correctly, it actually worked. But we did a lot of testing about that stuff to figure out how it actually worked in terms of, like, invasions and all that, too, which was some fun times. Some really fun times.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Cincy Boiler 41.
Hope you're having a great weekend.
Thank you very much for being gross incandescent for 17 months. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's one element about Elden Ring that you want to ensure isn't overlooked by fans/press before the game launches? There's not one specific area from the network test that players overlooked or a part that would really adventure. So much. Content creator.
This is not current enough. I want something more current. 6 months ago? Wait. 6 months ago? No, that's not current.
Right after Souls, the Japanese game studio From Software was done with the last piece of DLC for Dark Souls 3. As with most From Software titles, renowned developer Hidetaka Miyazaki assumed the role of game director. He shared this position with Yu Tanimura, however, as he was also co-directing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice at the same time. Directing two games concurrently presented quite a challenge for Miyazaki, especially Tanimura, however, as he was also co-directing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice at the same time, especially because he likes to be involved in pretty much every aspect of development. He's often called himself a micromanager and helps pick out the right fonts, find the perfect shape for a specific sword, make sure trees have enough branches, and he even acts out certain movements to help animators translate his vision for how a character should move. It's also worth mentioning that Miyazaki doesn't only direct From Software games, he's also the representative director and president of the whole company. Therefore, it's certainly unusual for someone like Miyazaki to be as hands-on and creative as he is. But that's perhaps because he doesn't actually consider himself as part of management at the studio. Instead, he likes to be around his fellow developers to create a work relationship based on trust and compassion. The thing I prize is total openness from the staff. I try to be frank about my own mistakes. Because of my influence over these games, people are often reluctant to give their honest opinion, even when it may matter most. So I try not to let pride get involved and try to create trust. From the very beginning, Elden Ring was planned as being a more classic fantasy title as opposed to Sekiro, and while Miyazaki's development approach is very much the same for every project, there was one key difference this time around. Acclaimed fantasy author George R.R. Martin was brought on board as being a direct, nonetheless, who Miyazaki flew out to America and aspects. Pleasant boost during their initial already aware of the Dark Souls franchise, which gave Miyazaki a pleasant boost during their initial already team's ideas as well as many game-related aspects. It turns out Martin was already aware of the Dark Souls franchise, which gave Miyazaki a pleasant boost during their initial conversation. The whole experience was incredibly fun and engaging according to Miyazaki, and from that moment on, they both knew it was a perfect match. When dealing with narrative in From Software games, the developers like to focus on implementing lots of lore for the player to naturally discover through environmental storytelling, rather than to create a linear story for the writer. Problems that Martin was able to unleash his full creativity for Elden Ring. He wanted to avoid this problem so that Martin was able to unleash his full creativity for Elden Ring. Therefore, he suggested Martin should write about the history and the mythology of the setting and characters, rather than the game's actual story and in-game text. Martin agreed, and both parties would routinely meet in the following months to establish the foundation of the game's world. From Software presented him with very vague and broad ideas, along with the themes they typically like to explore. Based on this, the fantasy writer started detailing the overarching mythos and came back to Miyazaki with lots of ideas. This started a back and forth between the two, which felt very fresh to Miyazaki. Speaking to someone like Martin, who showed a sense of humility for the director. One of the vague ideas the team had before Martin was involved were and how its destruction set things in motion. Furthermore, no visual elements, like the air trees for instance, were established at that point, so all of Martin's world-building ideas simply came from talking to Miyazaki. The famous author is of course mostly familiar with writing novels and short stories, but during the development of Elden Ring, his work read more like a guide that details the setting's flow of history and the figures who appear throughout it. These backstory details were then given to the entire team, who would then interpret them in their own way and provide the visuals to build the game. The actual text you see in Elden Ring, like NPC dialogue and item descriptions, is mostly written by Miyazaki himself. Before active development even started, the studio knew they wanted Elden Ring to be their biggest title yet in terms of sheer volume. This inevitably meant taking their first shot at the open world genre. Miyazaki and with 4 players that were the design to await us in Elden Ring had a great Miyazaki mainly focused on creating his own ideal game. I don't approach it in terms of, this is the kind of open world game I want to make. It's just that the open world enriches this ideal experience I'm trying to achieve. To give some very simple examples, if I was to explore this world, I'd want a map, a proper map. Or, you know, if I saw something over there, I'd want to actually be able to go over and explore it. And I'd want to fight a dragon in an epic arena. Things like this. It's very simple stuff, but Elden Ring allows a lot of these things to become a reality for me, creating something that's very close to my ideal game. Before we move on, I'd like to talk about this video's sponsor, Keeps. Keeps is a subscription service that helps men keep their hair by offering clinically proven treatments that are delivered straight to your door. To help you get started, simply go to keeps.com and answer a few quick questions to find a treatment plan tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just take better care of the hair you have, Keeps has you covered. Their network of expert medical advisors, prescribers, and care specialists will select the right products for a fair price to help make sure you reach your desired hair goals. Each treatment plan also comes with a full year of unlimited messaging, so you can connect with your prescribing doctor and get expert quality care at any time from the comfort of your own home. To summarize, Keeps is all about personalized doctor-recommended treatments that help keep your hair for about half the cost of traditional pharmacy products, without ever even leaving your couch. To get 50% off your first order, go to keeps.com/thatguyglenn or click the link in the description. That's keeps.com/thatguyglenn. Hair loss stops with Keeps. Now back to the video. It almost goes without saying that From Software's previous titles, going all the way back to Kingsfield, laid the groundwork for Elden Ring's level design, RPG elements, combat-related systems, and balancing the difficulty. Unsurprisingly, Dark Souls is the one franchise the studio leaned on the most, said Miyazaki, going as far as calling Elden Ring a natural evolution of the popular trilogy. That being said, taking all the things they learned from Dark Souls and applying it to a huge open world came with its own set of unique challenges. One of the trickier obstacles was trying to stop the player from getting bored. Unlike Dark Souls, where the devs were able to craft a more controlled and linear experience, Elden Ring allows for a much greater amount of progression and reward no matter which direction a player takes. Player freedom was at the heart of the game's core design. Because of this, the team had to account for every single direction the player could take when they see that vast open world for the first time. In other words, the pacing for every possible scenario had to be perfect. For the most part, this essentially meant incorporating lots of characters, enemies, and events for the player to discover throughout their adventures. Miyazaki recalls how much more difficult this was in an open world, however, versus how they did it in Dark Souls. You don't want anything to tread on the toes of anything else. You want it to all mingle and to mesh nicely with the player and their own motivations as well, but you want it to be there and you want it to provide that stimulation for progressing forward and exploring, so that was probably one of the biggest challenges. Miyazaki realized the amount of freedom and agency Elden Ring provides might be overwhelming to some players who just want to experience the main story, so From Software tried to combat this by implementing the Guidance of Grace. It points players in the direction of the next story quest in an unobtrusive way. While it's a valid option to experience the bare minimum, refusing to follow the guidance is a choice in and of itself that can feel meaningful to the player, according to Miyazaki. The guidance is both visible during gameplay and on the map screen. Speaking of the map, the developers wanted exploration to feel varied and exciting, even after dozens of hours of playing. To create that sense of variation, the team developed a system where the player is either exploring a completely unknown area, or exploring a location with a better sense of what's to come. See, the map starts out with little to no detail, but as you progress through surrounding areas, you can pick up map fragments which only reveal the layout of certain chunks on the map. It might make it easier to decide where to go next at that point, but it doesn't take away from the fun of discovery in the game, since you don't know if there's going to be lots of enemies, a new boss, friendly NPCs, or anything else. It's certainly possible to beat Elden Ring without collecting any map fragments, but Miyazaki himself thinks it's more fun to explore with a map, which is why he and the team made it easy to collect them. While the map is definitely useful to plan where you're going next, Miyazaki went to North and he did Jupiter's world in darkness. When the jewel doesn't look like much when you have a pile of them, but in a world that is happy or something, Miyazaki wanted Elden Ring to feel more mythological compared to Dark Souls. This is why the overworld and setting, called the Lands Between, is specifically designed to invoke this sense of mystery and the unknown. The starting area especially needed to feel like an invitation to this vast open world that's ripe to explore. It's therefore no coincidence that one of the first things you see as a player is a giant glowing air tree, which gives off a very mystical and ethereal presence. As a result, the game looks more vibrant with color compared to previous Souls games. Miyazaki explained they intentionally added more color to communicate that the Golden Age has passed through the lands of Elden Ring's world, and that the player can still see traces of it. The team also wanted to provide the Lands Between with a much more painterly look that better fits the high fantasy theme they were aiming for. What's more, Miyazaki thought it would be too oppressive if such a large open world was brimming with darkness the entire time. Instead, it was the perfect opportunity to show the appeal of both a light side and a darker side that's more reminiscent of what players come to expect from the studio's previous work. The mythological theme is also present within lots of the boss designs and have a heroic appearance as a result. Some might not exactly look heroic, but do have a tragic background of once being heroic before falling from grace. This same concept was further applied to the various skills, weapons, shields and spells, which is why they all seem more godly and impressive than in previous Souls games. In the world of Elden Ring, they're meant to be used as tools for defeating mythological heroes. Curiously, Miyazaki said in an interview with Famitsu that all the armors were designed with cosplay potential in mind, although it still had to look good and make sense in the game itself, of course. When it was something to hunting inspirational steam, studio creator like it was a big event to help players or fans settle high wars Austin and thing instantly, and this stems from Miyazaki's own history playing video games. I've never been a very skilled player. I die a lot. So, in my work, I want to answer the question, if death is to be more than a mark of failure, how do I give it meaning? How do I make death enjoyable? I do feel apologetic toward anyone who feels there's just too much to overcome in my games. I just want as many players as possible to experience the joy that comes from overcoming hardship. He went on to say it's not something they're thinking of abandoning. That's literally what I love about his games. Emphasizing that creating challenging and difficult experiences is part of their identity. It's not that the studio is trying to make difficult games for the sake of making difficult games, but instead they focus on creating scenarios where players die in interesting or amusing ways. They want people to walk away with an entertaining story they can share with others. What's more, From Software tries to design their games to make the cycle of repeatedly trying to overcome these challenges enjoyable in and of itself. They want players to use their cunning, study the game, memorize what's happening, and learn from their mistakes. The last thing they want is for the experience to feel unfairly punishing. With that said, From Software set out to make their most accessible game as of yet, and added multiple new ways to ease players into the experience and give them an optional edge during tougher battles. For starters, the open world this time around encourages players to explore other areas. Also, hope that's for a section past long.
Elden Ring is sick, man. It's a really cool game. It's just, it's too much like Dark Souls
for me. This is a tough point in the development of any game, not just Elden Ring.
I never really was
At this
crazy
point,
about
this is
Dark
when I
Souls.
really start
it,
to have regrets and doubts about releasing
Dark
the
Souls
game
1 I
into the
think I like
wild,
better than
and seeing what
Dark
everybody
Souls 3, to be
thinks.
honest.
I start thinking, I could have maybe done this better. I
Dark
could have
Souls
maybe
1 might be my
approached this
favorite
in a
Souls
different
game in
way.
general,
There's a lot of
other
these
than
thoughts that
Bloodborne.
build up just on the cusp of a game's release that are involuntary and they plague your mind a little bit. There's also books. Everyone was Oreo Odyssey having a Cyberpunk 2077.
That was a troll video. That was that. I saw the part that he's trying to say is, you know, he's apologetic about it, yada yada yada. I uploaded a couple videos. Did you see? Check this video out, Reaper.
When I granted enemy shield. When I granted enemy shield. Direct hit. Target spotted.
Okay, let me slow down because I just had one of my rush moments.
Mari.
Yeah, he's behind this rock. I hit him.
Give me a knock. I'm pushing that.
Me too. Same thing.
I'm crazy. 140 on
I hit somebody for flesh. Was that the Bloodhound? Somebody.
This is what I was doing when we was playing.
Anyway.
Where'd it go? That's pretty much all of it. This is taking fucking forever, dude. I don't even want to play this. It was only 400 megabytes, so I was like, I'll just download it. You know what? I don't care. Literally won't be playing that anytime soon. He said, I remember this game. I saw your little win you had earlier, your 2K, your 2000 damage game with the flat line. You smacking, my guy. I haven't played this shit in a minute.